live in Boston, Massachusetts, the gem of New England, as the Celtics are about to go into this interconference contest right here. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, along with Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, David Aldridge on our sideline. It's our pleasure to welcome in the sports guy, Bill Simmons, to our broadcast for a second straight year. It's an honor to have you here courtside.
I'm just excited that I got brought back. I felt like I was on. Brooke Lopez on the one-year contract last year, and then now you've invited me back.
But you've
another one-year contract.
You've reinvented yourself, though.
Yeah,
you can hit outside comments.
I tried to expand my range, you know, but so we'll see. We'll take it year by year.
We can't wait to hear it. You look at the Supersonics. They've got a good chance to prove themselves in what is going to be a very difficult part of their schedule coming up. Guys, with the bulk of their games coming up on the road, it's going to be tough.
And I think for Seattle, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. We've got Thomas Bryant, and it's man in at the 3. And Jason Tatum. His rookie year regular season was good. Then the numbers went up a lot in the playoffs. And then second year, just for whatever reason, his compass was off track.
The thing with him is the free throw attempts. Like, if you look at Carmelo and Kevin Durant and some of the better scoring forwards over the years, those first couple years, they were getting to the line. And with him, he went to the line 3.1 times last year, which is crazy. That's not even one free throw attempt a quarter. Yeah. So he should be in the 8-9 range. He's unstoppable when he goes to the basket. He's got long arms. He can finish with either hand. And for him to settle for 20-footers, which we know is the worst shot in basketball, it's really frustrating. I hope you're listening, Jason.
He is. He's playing it, actually.
He's playing me right now.
Yes,
Jason, if you're playing yourself right now, go to the basket.
Anthony finds Bryant. 5 on the clock. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Milton. The Sonics again can't hit.
Not the efficient start they were hoping for. Only 1 for 4 from the field. That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And here are the Supersonics now, following the miss by Kemba Walker. That one good for 2. Here's Smart. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. It's Brown on the wing. Second chance shot. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Here's Milton. Now the pass to Thibault. Buries the long-range jumper. Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book.
That's a great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys that are good at pointing, they're good at fist pumping, first guy during the timeout running over,
chest bumps,
they have handshakes,
all of it. Yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s Clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really figuring out how to affect the game.
Good.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Now, here's Thomas. No good that time. Now Boston takes it the other way.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Nails the wide open jump shot. Walker's got 5 minutes. Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason I like sports as much as I do, because it's so sports obsessed. A lot of it is cold weather stuff, I feel like, where there's 5 months a year that just stink, and then there's 3 other months that, you know, it's just smoking hot and humid. And so the sports makes everybody kind of crazy because you're crazy anyway, but there's nothing like being in Boston when something good's happening, like Celtics making an NBA playoff run, or the Bruins making a cup run, the Red Sox in September when the Yankees are coming to town, or the Saturday before a Patriots game. You can kind of feel it as the community of it. That's the difference between here and a place like LA.
It's formed you as a professional. Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. And it's Seattle with the ball. Following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. Here's Brown, knocked away.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Boston. Leonard, he's checked in for Williams. Parker comes in for Tatum. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Marcus Smart. Both shots good from the stripe. And Bill, of the championships you've watched the Celtics win, do you have a favorite?
I do, actually. 1984, came back against the Lakers in the Kevin McHale clothesline game, brought them back to the Garden for Game 5. It was so hot Kareem had to wear the oxygen mask, and then finished him off in Game 7.
Rambis was the recipient of that clothesline,
He was,
wasn't he?
and
Yes.
he deserved it. It's not like he didn't deserve it, but the Celtics were just tougher that year, and I try to forget that the next year they came back and beat the Celtics.
To the wing right side. Here's Roby. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Celtics leading by 5. There's Walker with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Thibault. Shoots it up. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. And here's Walker. From outside the arc. Denied once again, misfiring at a 30% rate. He's 3 for 10 now. Here's Mann. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And that one's good. Parker.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Walker against Thomas. Pass to Thibault. Here's Mann. And the 3 off target. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Brown outside. Back to Walker. Looking to get it going, and it's good on the layup. Walker's got 9 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Near the 3-point line, it's Thomas, and the jumper falls for him. And here's Boston. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside Leonard. Pass to Parker. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And so for Seattle, their last game, a loss to Oklahoma City. Here's Thibault. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. And now just a 2-point Celtic lead. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Walker, 9 points in the game so far. Clock at 6. It's Fournier on the wing. Shoots the 3. Doesn't go that time.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Kemba Walker firing on all cylinders for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Bill, you're a basketball historian. We know that. Do fans romanticize too much about the past?
I would say the other way. I think they don't appreciate it enough, especially like the millennials and Gen Z. You know you're out there. You're playing this game right now. They tend to think the league started when Kobe showed up and that the 90s and the 80s didn't happen. I sense a real resentment from the younger fans with the LeBron versus MJ thing because LeBron's their guy. They get to watch LeBron. They don't want to hear that MJ was better than them. So they make the case for LeBron and the way things are now.
But what about like the Oscar Robertsons, the Elgin Baylors, and we talked about, my goodness, you talk about some of these players. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the
fantastic
60s,
numbers.
70s, 80s.
Oh.
I think part of what hurts is people can go on YouTube, and when you watch some of the older stuff, nobody's playing defense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Boston, they've got Jabari Parker. Kemba Walker is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Myers Leonard. And it's Langford in at the small forward position. He misses the free throw. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Bill, if you were building a franchise from scratch, which one current player would you begin with or build around?
Probably Giannis, because he's
So
turning
young enough
25 this year. I still feel like the ceiling of what he's going to do is go up as he becomes more of a shot maker. He's really durable, which I think is underrated. Like, he's just built to play basketball. There's certain guys like that. I think Kevin Garnett was like that. Tim Duncan was like that. Just guys who you just know are going to be around for 17, 18 years. The way I like to watch the running styles, and the game just comes so easy to him. He's so athletic and really cares and is really competitive and just wants to do this and win at basketball. That's how I pick.
Smart's checked in for Boston. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Fournier, uses the glass to finish the layup. Fournier's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Milton, Bryant up top. Shoots over Leonard. That one a little long.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Langford, and it's Seattle with the rebound.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
The pass to Mann. Over Smart. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. You know, Bill, a bevy of talent for the Celtics last season. How close were they to meeting your expectations?
They were about as close as I am living in LA to Boston. They were 3,000 miles away. It was an emotionally scarring season. I hated it. I didn't enjoy it, and it was a huge disappointment. Other than that, it was fun.
Yeah, but it was painful almost, wasn't it?
When you have a team you have all these assets, and you can't figure out how those assets can come together as an actual basketball team, you know, that brings the point yet again. This is why we have basketball. It's not just about the players. It's about how they mesh together. That team did not mesh.
And the first one drops. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Fournier. So he gets them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Smart kicks to Tatum. Here's Langford. Buries it from three-point range. Langford's got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is where Langford can really improve as a jump shooter. Off the catch, looking really good on that one.
Williams with the steal. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Langford has the open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Bill, do you ever think we're going to eliminate conferences in the NBA playoff seeding?
I think that they would have done a 16 seed no conference playoff format years ago. I think they were really worried about their travel though. And they've looked at it and they've really studied it and they've looked at the effects of, let's say Boston plays Portland in round 1 and you're flying 3,100 miles or 3,200 miles in 3 time zones and all that stuff. And it's a 2-2-1-1-1 series. What is the effect on the team if it goes 7? I think they're really afraid of it. I wish they did it. I don't like the conferences. I don't really understand them. And over the course of NBA history, they've been really confused by the conferences. I wrote about this in the book of basketball, where we had years where San Antonio was playing in the East for a while, and Baltimore was in the West. Which, go look at a map. Baltimore being in the West is ridiculous. Baltimore was in the West and Philly was in the East, and they're like 50 miles away from each other.
Yeah, made no sense.
So they've never really 100% figured out the conferences. And I just think the 1 through 16 makes more sense.
It would sure be better basketball.
It would be better.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
And Thomas has it in the corner. Sinks the triple. Thomas got the lead up to 6 now for Seattle.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
And let's give him some credit. He read the situation well. He created some space, and he delivered.
Now here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Baseline jumper, and he hits the jump shot. And now it's an 8-point Seattle lead.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Langford with it. He's got 5, and he makes that one.
And for people who would like to see Smart take fewer threes, that mid-range J is a welcome sight.
Pass to Thomas. Outside Bryant. Over Williams. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by Thomas. Bryant's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Sonics. In the corner. Tatum with it. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And you see Langford's ability as a facilitator. Great court awareness.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the Celtics. Parker's checked in for Langford. And it's Kemba Walker in for Smart. Here's Thomas. He has 5. 1:57 left in the first half of the game. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Tatum. Parker outside. The dish to Walker. Outside Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. That shot misses. And it's the Supersonics taking it the other way. And entertaining as always, Bill. Thank you so much for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Thank you. Just, I don't want to do any Celtic games. Can we not do that? I don't want to see that team. Let's do the other teams.
Okay. And Steve, you get the sense that no NBA topic is off limits when you talk to Bill Simmons.
He gets the discussion going, whether you agree or disagree with him. That's part of what makes sports fun, having those debates. And sometimes we get to see the players in the debate on the court.
Walker's shot is off.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Thomas with the ball, picked up by Brown. Thomas, that's good.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the 3 and the painted area.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
The defense has no answer for Brown. When he's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they are in good hands.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good on the shot. 9 points for Isaiah Thomas.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
15 seconds left to play in the first half. Now, here's Walker. 9 points in the game so far. They swipe it. And so it's Seattle, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Checking out Seattle. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better, into a better rhythm in the second half, and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Seattle leading by 8. On the court right now for the Sonics, Anthony is out there with Bryant, and it's man in at the small forward. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Seattle, they have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line. And he can't get the first one. That one misses. Celtics trail by 8. It's stolen by Bryant. Here's Milton. Anthony in the corner. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Hits it from 3-point range.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Here's Walker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Walker's got 11 points.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Here's Milton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. Pass to Williams. In the corner, Smart with it. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Wasted no time on that one. 11 points in the game. So it's the Celtics now, down by 12. It's Brown on the wing. Had a hand on it. Outside Anthony. And it's Seattle with another.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. It's good. Anthony's got the lead up to 14 now for the Sonics.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Walker dishes to Brown. Back to Walker. Shoots off the step back. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got his 5th rebound in this one. tries it from the top of the key, and it's Seattle with another.
Oh, great ball movement there.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Some changes for Boston. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Langford comes in for Brown. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Walker. Now here's Leonard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Sonics leading by 16. Passes it to Thibault. Fires the three. They get it again. And staying with the play, Anthony.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Fournier pass to Leonard. Poked away. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. No good on that one. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Seattle also making a change. Hall's checked in for Anthony. And he ends up missing both free throws. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button, so yeah, they got to be careful. You're right. That one is no good. Celtics trail by 18. Here's Langford. That shot off.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Releases. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Here's Smart.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Fournier pass to Leonard. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Seattle leading by 20. And there's the pass to Hall. Over Williams. And another basket for Seattle.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Connects from three-point range. Williams has got 5 points so far.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
And the rejection by Leonard. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Celtics making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Here's Milton. He's got 8. Puts it up from 17. The shot misses. Good D by Parker. Fournier finds Parker. Here's Langford. Fournier in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Sonics leading by 19. There's the triple. He doesn't hit that one. And the Celtics with possession here. Here's Parker. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 9 rebounds now tonight. He's guarded by Fournier. Puts it up. The Sonics again can't hit. But they recover it. Parker kicks to Fournier. A three-pointer off the mark.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Here's Hall. 6 to shoot. Rebound Boston. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Fournier. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. Kemba Walker is checked in for the Celtics. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Seattle. They lead by 17. Pass to Hall. From deep three-point range. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 7 points in the game.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Walker looking for an opening. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Walker's got 7 points here in this quarter. Here's Melton. He's guarded by Fournier. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Celtics trailed by 19. And here's Walker. He's got 16. Here's Langford. Count it. Langford's got 7 points in the game.
Not lacking any confidence down there. Just give Langford the ball and let him do his thing.
Thomas passes to Melton. Shoots over Fournier. And another basket for Seattle.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Now, here's Langford. He has 7. That one falls.
A lethal attacker. Langford enjoys finding those avenues to the bucket and then just torching the defense.
Pass to Thomas. Lets it go. T. Makes it off the glass. And the Sonics lead by 19.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
And so it's Seattle, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Until we start defending with any purpose and playing offense with any authority, nothing good's going to happen.
And you can hear the frustration in Coach Stevens' voice, less than thrilled with his team's effort so far.
And he's right. I mean, they aren't playing their game right now, and that's why they're trailing.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Round the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Fournier out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Now Thomas. Here's Melton. Shoots over Fournier. Melton, no good. Brown feeling it out a bit. Walker at the elbow. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his third assist on the night.
That is how he rolls. A prolific scorer. Walker's been calling his own number tonight.
Right side, Thomas. And he's good on the three ball.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had one triple in the first half, now has his second.
Here's Walker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
That free throw, no good. Marcus Smart's checked in for Evan Fournier. He hits the second from the line. Seattle leading by 15. Passes it to Roby. Launches it. And another three for Seattle.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Brown the pass to Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Thomas against Smart. Thomas passes to Roby. 6 on the shot clock. Great open look there. And the Sonics lead by 21.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Here's Tatum. And it goes down 2 points.
A guy who has lived up to lofty expectations. Tatum impacts the game across the board.
Walker against Thomas. Walker with the rebound. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. And slam dunk by Tatum.
A terrific athlete at that wing with good bounce. Tatum, fun to watch.
Seattle leading by 17. Here's Melton. From about 19 feet, rebound Kemba Walker.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Brown outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I admire the energy that Brown plays with, so great at getting to the line.
Shooting for Boston, Jaylen Brown will be at the line shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Sonics leading by 16. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Roby the pass to Milton. Fires from deep. And the three ball is good. And the Sonics lead by 19.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Walker. Roby with the rebound. Here's Milton. The pass to Thibault. For three. Bryant trying to free himself up. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Here's Thibault, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum. Well, Smith, the league's unveiled a new way for fans to watch. 99 cents. You get a 10-minute viewing pass for every out-of-market game. That's something.
I love it, Kevin, because I think a lot of times with social media, people are start talking about a game, and you can jump right in and get a chance to catch the most important part of the game.
And making it so affordable.
Yes, indeed. 99 cents. That sounds good to me.
That one is off. And Seattle making a change here. Anthony's checked in. No luck that time either. Celtics trail by 20. Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Here's Milton. The high post shot, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Milton's got 9 points now in just the second half. Milton's gotten 5 of his 9 attempts to go. Walker with it. Pass to Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 4 assists in the game.
And really an advanced feel for scoring the basketball. Tatum picks and chooses his shots nicely.
Here's Milton, guarded by Walker. The shot from the low post is good.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Smart goes in, and the layup's good off the glass.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
Here's Milton, guarded by Walker. And there's 1:45 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Milton, 5 to shoot. Anthony. Walker with some nice D.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Shot from the wing. That shot off.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Seattle.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And that one misses. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from a players and organizations with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing over Williams, and good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And the defense can only do so much when Anthony is locked in. There's nothing you can do to stop that guy.
Here's Walker, finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
Here's Milton, guarded by Walker. Rebound, Boston.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Celtics, Luke Cornett.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Anthony. From deep, off target. So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.